and how large the pool of understanding and information and talents truly is. There are things along the lines of time, particularly in the last 500,000 years, that have become misconstrued. And through series of traumas, planetary traumas, personal traumas, cosmic events, manipulation by celestial beings, all these kinds of things, beings living inside the earth. Your myths, your legends, your Bibles, your scriptures are full of tidbits of the truth. And all of this has been confounded and confused, and it's in one great big psychological Gordian knot in the mass psyche, so that you have reached this place of growth. You have reached this place of power as a planet. You can blow things up. You can send information across the world in less than a nanosecond. You can penetrate into the earth. But what do you know? What do you know about your real story? So this is why multidimensionality is of crucial importance, so that you can flower more with who you are and understand that there is a good time to be had in the body, but there is a duty that comes with having a body. And that duty is to care for the reality that you are in, to be steward of it. What else, Ronnie?
Anything about the black holes?
Black holes, yes. We knew there was a second part that's quite fascinating. Now, remember the energy exercise last night that we took you on, those of you who were here? Yes. Sometimes you forget those energy exercises, you know. And we zoomed you around a bit, and we took you to the Pleiades. Remember, we said, we have a black hole, we'll take you to our black hole. And it was a little plink, and you went through, yes? And then you zoomed over to the galactic center, and we said, go through it. Now, black holes in your terms now, can be thought of as portals that open into other lines of time, or multidimensionality, if you want that term, or in terms of galactic center, another space-time continuum, another, let's say, multiverse, or another opening into the multiverse. Now, black holes can be itsy-bitsy, in other words, the size of a pinprick. Black holes can be one great big mother, like, let's say, the galactic mother. That's the ancients called the womb. The womb is the opening point, is a birthing point, and the ancients called the center of your galaxy the womb of the mother. We also say it is where the heart of love comes from in your galaxy. Now, black holes can be used to transcend time. In modern times, you have the CERN project that is supposedly just claims great success now for recreating the Big Bang, etc., not destroying Earth or having Earth disappear into some little black hole. Now, black holes are more ubiquitous than you realize. It is a big deal to have a big-sized black hole. We did not build our black hole. Our black hole sort of came to us. The galactic center energy is, of course, a natural production or presentation of all the energy in your galaxy. But now, in these times, there are little black holes appearing all around the world. This has your militaries, your scientifics very distressed, because people are seeing things. Some people are disappearing into things. Now, you know these stories have been around a long time. People use crystals, they use stones, the native people had certain places, sometimes they're called stargates, star portals, there's all kinds of names for them. They've been all around the planet, and they're whispered about and kept secret, or people walk into this and they enter other worlds. This is true, but they are not that common. Now, in the next few years, they are going to be sprouting up in places. Now, some people eventually may be drawn to something and sucked in. In general, that's not going to be a problem. What will happen is that there is more interaction coming through, engaging with your world, interaction of a supportive nature. Your scientifics, military people, and others, over the last century, have invested a tremendous amount of money in building black holes with technologies. Many of these technologies are designed to bend time and space, to bend your beliefs about them. Because even though your beliefs are just beliefs, they've built a pretty solid structure. So you are trapped in ideas. You are trapped in linear time to some extent. The secret technology has been used around World War II, after World War II, to open portals. There was no consciousness that was done when this occurred. There was desire, there was greed, there was excitement, but there was no clear intent. And so some pretty disturbing things have come through these portals. The technologies that humanity has run wild with have been given to them either directly or by mind idea, or picked up on the wind, so to speak, on the solar wind, and by ETs or others outside your planet. Ideas are fed to you. We work with you directly. We let you know we are feeding you ideas. But the sun can deliver ideas to the minds of all humanity. And beings in the ethers can, let's say, pick out a Tesla and transmit into his brain. People are not who you think they are. You all are born of mothers and fathers in general, but you are not who you think you are at all. You are always in a dance with other energies. It just depends on your sovereignty as to how you are being danced with. Now, these energies have created a tremendous havoc on the planet. What has come through some of these homemade black holes and portals has created a gigantic force of energy that is sometimes invisible, but it feeds off of humans' energy and the control of certain aspects of it. And so in the multiverse, there's always the polarities. There's always the balance. And the integration point is what is needed. So these mini black holes, these poppings of reality, whether they are popping in your mind or popping in front of you, are going to rebalance some of the extremes. You will see lots of things fall in on themselves from the controller's point of view. Many of their plans will be rent asunder, if that gives you any sort of comfort, because of the infusion of consciousness that is coming to support you, that will pop through these little black holes. Who are they? It's not that they are people that you can picture or someone dressed from a certain timeline, although your timelines are very, very interested, all of them, in what you are doing. Does that help, Ronnie?
Yes, it does. It seems to me that this is somehow working with bending time, which seems to correlate with the ending of calendars in the mass consciousness.
Bending time, correlating with bending time?
Yeah, the opening of the portals.
Well, yes.
So stretching our concept of reality includes bending time, and I think that's kind of an X factor that we can't even imagine yet, because we don't have a concept of what that is. That's what intrigues me.
Well, in general, the large populations don't, but people all experience it. And astrologically, you look to Chiron to take you outside of time. It is the bridge beyond time. And every person has moments periodically where time falls away, or time speeds up, or time drags, or something happens that doesn't fit the linear model. And this is going to accelerate more and more, and there's support to help you enjoy it and not panic over it. Do you understand? But definitely, one could say time is collapsing, time is bending, time is stretching, and yet the sun will still come up, although there's some potentials for some shenanigans in the sky. Let's move on here to see who else has questions. There's good questions. We are getting you to consider some very, very, very important subjects. Who's next?
Diane.
Diane, good subject. Now stay on something good, please.
Okay. I'm feeling the frustration of my ego and the games and the tricks of the ego.
That's the P then. So the P is feeling out of control. When the P feels frustrated, it's frustrated because it doesn't know everything and it's not in charge and it's having a little temper tantrum. Do you understand how that could work?